Why was the Asiento crucial to colonial slavery? Imagine a system that connected Africa, Europe, and the Americas in a web of trade and human suffering. That system was the Asiento, a license granted by the Spanish crown. It allowed foreign merchants to supply enslaved Africans to Spanish colonies in the Americas. This license was more than just a permit. It was a monopoly contract that gave specific traders the exclusive right to transport and sell enslaved people in Spanish territories. The Asiento started in the early 1500s and lasted into the 1700s, shaping the course of history. Spain did not have a strong fleet or direct access to African markets, so it relied on other European nations like Portugal, the Netherlands, France, and Britain. These countries bought enslaved Africans from Africa, often through Portuguese traders, and then delivered them to Spanish colonies under the Asiento Agreement. This system made sure that the colonies had a steady flow of enslaved laborers needed for their sugar plantations, mines, and other labor-heavy industries. The importance of the Asiento lies in its role in fueling the transatlantic slave trade. It led to millions of Africans being forcibly taken from their homelands and brought to the Americas. These forced migrations created the diverse populations we see today in the Caribbean, Central, and South America. Many of these Africans and their descendants became part of the early Black American communities and the African diaspora. The system also created economic opportunities for foreign traders and European powers, intertwining the slave trade with imperial rivalries. These traders profited from the sale and transport of enslaved Africans, making the trade a key part of European colonial expansion. The Asiento reinforced racialized slavery, which became a foundation of colonial society. Enslaved Africans faced brutal treatment, and their forced labor built the wealth of European colonies. From the perspective of Black American history, the Asiento is a vital chapter. It was a major driver of the forced migration of African peoples, leading to the formation of Maroon communities. These were groups of escaped enslaved Africans who formed independent settlements, resisting the brutal system. The legacy of the Asiento shows how interconnected commerce, colonial power, and human suffering are in shaping early Black history and the African diaspora. Understanding the Asiento helps us see how the transatlantic slave trade was organized and how it impacted millions of lives. It also highlights the resilience of African peoples and their descendants, who fought against oppression and created communities of resistance. The history of the Asiento reminds us of the deep roots of Black history in the Americas and the ongoing effects of those early struggles.